Hello, and welcome to Developing a Website That Converts. We're going to be talking about how you can position your interior design and kitchen and bath remodel company with a website that will convert traffic and visitors into clients. Okay, let's get started. I'm Jason Lockhart, the owner of Kitchen and Bath Marketing Solutions. I have over 20 years experience in the industry, part owner in an architecture firm, and we focus on commercial, mixed use, and schools. I've taught at Southern University School of Architecture and LSU Louisiana State University as an associate professor in the School of Architecture and Interior Design. Have over 10 years experience in marketing. So we have clients in the industry, in the interior design and the remodel industry. So I have firsthand knowledge of marketing for this industry. And I just completed a book called The Complete Guide to Internet Marketing for the Kitchen and Bath Remodel Industry. That is available at Amazon.com. So visit that. And that has our whole process of how we work with clients and get them clients, grow their brand, and excel for them in marketing. So check that out when you get a chance. So what we're going to talk about in this training today, I just talked about who I am. We're going to talk about why do you need a website, website fundamentals, optimizing action steps, and some examples. Okay. And then we'll end with any questions. So some of the things I hear about from a lot of the clients is, why do I need a website? A lot of them may have a Facebook page or they may have a house account, and they say, why do I even need a website? And there's a couple of reasons I talk about. One, you control your own message. So you are able to dictate what happens, what is said, the information that goes out on your behalf. One of the clients we had was running ads, and they ran the ads wrong in terms of terminology and images. And so their account was suspended. And so their Facebook account was also suspended. So they didn't have access to it for a while. So again, you control your own message. You control the traffic and the analytics. So you know who's visiting your website. A lot of these platforms like Houzz and Facebook will not let you see behind the scenes of who's visiting your website. But by owning your own website, you control the traffic and analytics. So you can find out through Google Analytics who's visiting your website and tailor your message accordingly. It's easier for you to build your brand because as you're growing your company, you want to make sure that your brand is consistent throughout all of the channels. So it's easier for you to do that. And it's also easier for you to optimize and make changes. Okay. Website fundamentals. So at a basic level, you want to make sure that you have a home page, an about us page, a services page, gallery, portfolio page, testimonials, and contact. Now, preferably, you should have all of these on different pages, but if cost is an issue and you want to conserve some money, you can do a one-page website that has a lot of this information on there. And there are a lot of website channels out there like Wix and Weebly that are drag and drop, that are easy to create a website. Weebly is $12 a month. So that's easy for you to create your own website, get your information out there, and control your own message. So some optimization. So first, you want to have a clear description of who you are. Okay. So what that means is that within a sentence, no more than two, you want to briefly explain who you are and what you're all about. So people can know that they've landed on the right site. Because remember, the attention span nowadays are short. As many people and researchers say, we have the attention span of a goldfish, which is less than 8 seconds. So in between 3 and 5 seconds, you need to capture their attention and let them know where they are. And you want to have all this above the fold. Now, if you look at the image there on the left, above the fold means the area when a visitor or prospect enters your website, that's the area that they first see before they have to scroll down. So above the fold, so you want to make sure to have a clear description of all of this information before they have to scroll, because remember, you won't have a lot of time to capture their attention. So you want to make sure to get that instantly. Avoid pop-ups where you can, because those can be annoying, and those are also slow down the speed of your website, which we're going to talk about a little later. You want to have your primary contact information, which is your phone number and your email. You want to make sure that you have that somewhere in the above the fold section. Normally, people have that in the upper right-hand area, and the logo is usually in the upper left-hand area. So if you look at the image on the left, you'll see I have an example here of the phone number and the email. The phone number is clickable. The email is also clickable because you want to make sure if somebody views this on a mobile device that they can either click the number and call you or click the email and email you. So you don't have to have them in these exact positions, but this is what most people are used to. Next, social media links. Now, you don't have to have all of these links: Facebook, Houzz, Instagram, Pinterest, LinkedIn, and there's others like Twitter and others. But you want to make sure the social media channels that you're active on, that you have those somewhere above the fold on your website. So if you're active on Houzz and Facebook, make sure those are the two main accounts that you have in the above the fold area. Now, you can have all of the accounts somewhere on your site, but you want to make sure that you highlight the ones that you're active on. When people click on it and they go to these accounts, you want to make sure that the information is relevant of today and it's not years old. So make sure social media accounts are relevant and it's the accounts that you post on or that you're active on and you have engagement on regularly. Call to action, or CTA. So what that is, you want to tell prospects exactly what you want them to do. So you want to have some type of contact form or submission form or some type of call to action link saying, here's what we want you to do, whether that's schedule a call, schedule a strategy session, fill out this information, something. You want to tell people what you want them to do, because if not, they may not do what you want them to do. And if there's a lot of information on your website, they can get confused. And like they say, paralysis by analysis, you may have too much information and confuse them and they just may click off. But make sure the information is legible, straightforward to the point, and you have some type of call to action where you're telling people what you want them to do. Client testimonials. So you want to make sure that you have reviews that are accessible and for your prospects to see. So you may have a page about client testimonials, but make sure you have some of them, the best one and most recent one, someplace on your homepage. And if you have older reviews, you can reach back out to clients you've had in the past and have them update the review, even if they change a few sentences here and there, that'll update that review so it'll be relevant of today. You can have them talk about, I work with XYZ remodelers 6 years ago, and I'm still loving the kitchen design that they did today. It's extravagant, it's aesthetically pleasing, yada, yada. So you want to make sure that you have up-to-date and current reviews, or reach out to past clients so they can update the reviews that they did for you in the past. Where appropriate, you want to have social media links or their title, their name, and their images, so people will know that they're real, because there are a lot of websites out there that are not using real information and testimonials are made up. So you want to make sure that the testimonials that you use, and nobody can say that they're not real, but that because you have real information about the people. Now, if the client does not want their information out there, you can just have their name and just have either their first name, last initial, or first initial, last name, or however you feel. But if they are comfortable, you want to try to put as much identifiable information so people could know this is a real person that you have worked with in the past. Authentic images. You want to make sure that you showcase your work. Okay. People want to see your work, not stock images. People today are savvy enough to know when stock images are being used, or there are ways that they can find out if the images are real or not. So make sure you use your work and not somebody else's work, and you showcase the best work that puts your company or your firm in a good light. So we actually have a client that focuses on modern design, but they just did a one-off project on a Mediterranean design. That client in particular that I'm talking about, they got a lot of calls for the Mediterranean kitchen design that they did. And that was not their specialization, but since they did the project, they put it up there. But a lot of their modern design was not highlighted. And so you want to make sure to highlight the work that best puts your company out there in light. Showcase your office or showroom. If you have a showroom, you want to show pictures of that. Have pictures of yourself and your team. People today want to see who you are. A lot of visitors and prospects view interior designers and remodelers as all doing the same thing, which is not the case. But by showing yourself and your team, you show a little bit of your personality. And don't be afraid to have images of your pets. If you have fun days where you dress down or you have parties, don't be afraid to show that, because that personality may attract somebody to you over your competition, I should say. So make sure you show your personality so people can get a feel on you and your company and the people that they may be working with, so they can see if that's a good fit for them. That'll let you know if they're a good fit for you as well. Page speed. This is a big Google factor. 2020, they are really looking at page speed. As we get into 2021, that's going to be a major factor. So you want to make sure that page speed is optimal, because Google and the other search engines want to make sure that the client experience is first class. So if you have a slow loading website, that deters the search engines from ranking your site, because they feel that the prospect or the client or the prospective client will not view your website in a good light, because it's going to take them a long time to see the images. And also make sure that you have a fast loading website. Use this link right here, take you to a site where you can input your URL or your website, and it'll tell you the different factors on which of the pages are loading fast, which ones are not, and it'll also tell you why. So you'll know what you need to fix or what your developer needs to fix. And most of the common problems I see in this industry is images, because of the work that we do in terms of remodel projects and interior design projects. And we want to showcase that and use high quality, high definition images. On the internet, you don't have to have HD quality images. The images need to be quality, but they don't need to eat up a lot of space. So use this URL right here, TinyJPG, where you can put your high quality images in there. It'll compress the image while holding on to the image quality, but it will reduce the size of the image. So this is a way to speed up your website, because a lot of the times in the interior design remodel industry, like I said, a lot of the slow page loading speed is from high quality images. So use this site here, which will help you reduce the size, compress the images, but hold on to the image quality. So use that. Another ranking factor is mobile optimized websites. Make sure that your website is optimized for a mobile device. Over 80%, and this was from last year in 2019, over 80% of internet users started their search on a mobile device before they moved to desktop. So 9 times out of 10, most of the people looking at your website will start on a mobile device. So you want to make sure that your site is mobile optimized, that you've looked at your own website on your mobile device to see how it looks. Use this link here where you can input your URL or your website to see how your website looks on different mobile devices, because you may have an iPhone or an Android, but that doesn't mean your client has that. And if you have an iPhone, do you have the newest iPhone or do you have an older version? Because you have to make sure your site looks well on all versions. And so you can take a look at the site, put your website in, and see from the user standpoint how they're going to view your site, because you want to make sure they can understand what you do, see quality images, get a grasp of what your capabilities are. These are the main tips that I wanted to go over in terms of developing a website that converts. You can see this image here. We have things that we talked about in terms of the main navigation, where we talk about home, about, services. We talked about the call to action, the social media links, your contact information, clear description, making sure it's mobile optimized. And so this is the information that you need to use so you can optimize your site so it can convert. For more information, visit our website at KABMS or kitchenandbathmarketingsolutions.com. You can email us at info@kitchenandbathmarketingsolutions.com or call us at 1-800-516-5773 or 682-200-1916. And we'll be happy to get your questions answered, or you could schedule a strategy call to see how we can be of service to you. I hope you've enjoyed this training, and check back because we'll be adding in more trainings every other week. Have a good day.